is up, guys? I'm back here in South Africa. As you can see, yes, it is basically winter here. Yes, it is very cold. Yes, we do not have indoor heating like other countries do, so I'm freezing. I have 3 layers of clothing. My cat is absorbing my warmth because she's selfish and doesn't love me. Now, a few players played a very similar version of this list, and it's so interesting that I just had to play it. It actually does quite well, and I'd like to show you how it works. So, firstly, we have Reckless Flurry. This is, of course, very nice if you want to kill things. It splits 3 damage randomly between all enemy units, ignoring their armor. I think the reason this list is so good is because of its control as well as its tempo. Control meaning we can get rid of enemy targets quick, and tempo because of cards like Coral that in round 1 will help you gain round control. So when it comes to control cards, we have Heatwave that can get rid of a card. We have Vigo's Muzzle that can lock and steal a card of 6 points or less. We have Erendite that will grow because in round 1 we often tempo ahead quite easily. So obviously Erendite can be used twice, once in perhaps round 2, a second time in round 3. Also, we want to actually thin this deck quite nicely in order to be able to use Magic Compass. Magic Compass looks at the top 3 cards in your deck. It then plays one of them, moves the other to your graveyard. We tend to use this card in round 1 or 2 in this deck, otherwise we don't thin properly. Then in round 3, when we have less than 3 cards in the deck, we use this again to play a legendary Skalga card that was not in our starting deck. Normally that would be something like Fukushia, Morkvarg, or even Arna Chad, as you will see later. So, in order to thin, we have cards like Carl, draw a card, discard a card. Obviously, whenever you discard a card, she will damage a card by 2 points. We have Burnabrand that will draw up to 2 cards, then discard 2 cards. We have Darren that doesn't work with Carl. Keep that in mind. It still will damage South by 3 if you play it on the range row. Then move a card from your deck to your graveyard. If you don't have a card you want to throw away, just play Darren on the melee row instead, and it won't damage itself by 3 points. Then we have 2 Hame Skalds. They do the same. Draw a card, discard a card. So, other than that, we also have this interesting card that was included that is a Dimune Pirate. Personally, I absolutely hate this card with my entire being. You can thus replace the card with something else. If you find another 5% card that's worthwhile, this will move the top card from your deck to your graveyard. The ability will be cancelled if you control a ship. Now, we don't have a ship, so I don't know why this card is in our deck. I guess if you're really desperate and you end up with 1 card too many in the end, if you know what's in your deck and it's all garbage, then this pirate can actually help you thin down so you can use the Magic Compass. I guess it's alright if that is the intended use. It's also 8 points, so if you get it on the board, Mega Scope will create another 8-point card. Or if you get it in your graveyard, it will be a very nice card for Hjalmar, which will be able to damage a card by 8 points. So we also have the Raging Bear for that purpose. If you play this card first, it won't have to damage an allied unit by 2 because you won't yet have a card on the board. So I tend to place it first on the board if I can. Alright, then we have the Halfroos. Halfroos are bonded. It's a 6-point card. If you play the second one, it's 8 points. Of course, we will be playing that along with Fukushia normally if we need to play Fukushia, and we have enough cards thinned already, so we don't have to draw something like Bernabran or Carl out of the graveyard. Normally we go for a little Halfroo to get a lot of rain on the board, so that's quite nice. Remember, Fukushia is a card we will be drawing via our Magic Compass. So, because they're bonded, we get to play them with the Mushy Truffle. The Mushy Truffle spawns and plays a bonded card. Also, we can get Golden Froth, which is another 6 points. When it comes to thinning, Roach will come out of the deck with the moment you play a gold card. And Knickers will come out of the deck randomly. Remember, his chances of coming out increases by 10% every turn he doesn't come out. So the longer you wait, the better the chances that Knickers will come out eventually. So besides that, we have Junode. Junode also goes very well with our leader ability. If you can damage a card, meaning it's red, you can just kill it with Junode. So yeah, hooray Junode. He's one of my favorite cards in the deck. Okay, another card we want to actually discard is Morkvarg. When this enters your graveyard during the round, it will be summoned to the melee row. So if you discard it with one of your discard cards, or if you play it with Darren, it will go directly to the graveyard and pop back out onto your side of the board. The other 2 cards we want to throw away is the Tourist Skirmishers. When they're discarded, they will be summoned from the graveyard to your melee row. These also make for a lot of tempo and will allow you to gain round control. We also have Vial of Forbidden Knowledge. Now, if both opponents have this, it will pop out onto the board. You won't be able to use the Vitality, but you'll be able to see every card in your opponent's deck. Quite interesting when that happens. And otherwise, it will just be a normal card you can use to boost an allied unit by 4 and give it 4 Vitality. So it's not a bad card for 4 provisions. Then we have Maxi. Maxi will allow you to look at your deck in order. If you don't like the looks of it, you can pick a card and you can say select, and then it will be put on the bottom of your deck, guaranteeing that you don't draw into it, and it will also shuffle your entire deck. So that is it, guys. This is a pretty simplistic deck. I went through the deck a little bit quicker than I normally would because I've seen that some people don't like it if I talk too long in the beginning. Just remember, the only reason I talk this long in the beginning is because I assume people who watch deck guides are normally newer players or intermediate players. Therefore, they're the ones who need the explanations most. In my opinion, pro players don't watch deck guides, so give me your opinions about that in the comments. I'd love to hear it. Otherwise, I could just start incorporating timestamps into the video so you can immediately see where the introduction ends and the gameplay begins. I think that might be the best solution. But yeah, something I forgot to discuss now that I think about it is the stratagem, Mask of Ouroboros. This will allow you to draw a card and then discard a card and spawn 2 crows in your melee row. So very nice. If you can pair that up with Carl, you will get another 2 points of damage as well. Anyway, I will now show you some games. We had a lot of fun with this deck. We climbed quite a bit. I'll be back with the deck soon. And I will also be casting the top 64 qualifiers this weekend. If you want to check that out on my channel, TheaBeasty on Twitch, you're welcome to drop by. I'll also try and post the matches on YouTube afterwards. Have a great weekend, guys, and I will see you soon. Okay, let's do this. Pro rank time. Chrissy cheering with 100 bits. Thank you, Chrissy. That's so kind. Never necessary, but very kind. Thank you. Torek is the one who called. Yes. Torek. Did you try and get the cat's attention? The cat does not answer calls ever. Little Hafru. Hjalmar can go for later rounds. Oh, I still wanted to see if we can get a better deck. So I'm looking at different variations of this deck. Some people play Golden Necker, actually. Interesting. Some play Golden Necker. Nobody really plays that pirate. Just one person. Does anybody here remember who actually got through to the open? Can we have cat cam? We could try. I just need an expert to show me how to set it up. This is very suspicious, by the way. Very suspicious. Nothing a little Junode consort. Ooh, you know what would be really nice? This. Hell yes. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. So we're playing a little old Roche deck. Oh, okay. So now we know exactly what not to do. Nice hat. Thanks, Manetti. Why your mommy talking with a screen? Pixie still doesn't understand after all these years who I'm talking to. I just know she doesn't like it at all. How about Hayme Scald? Get rid of Tourist Skirmisher. We're not even. Cat Judgment is a unique thing. One of these days I'll get it right. I don't believe you. I just don't. Okay, a little bit of tempo I do not appreciate. We'll play a little mixed squirrel. Get rid of a neuromancy. Try and stay ahead. So our Aeronite grows. Dog judgment is way worse. If a dog judges you, you're in real trouble because they have a keen sense of judgment. Cats are just horrible beings. And that's why we love them so very much. Hey Hollywood. I don't believe myself on that one. One day. I believe in you. Blue Stripe Scout. How about Mushy Truffle time? 8 points. We can do this just for fun. So we know Oniro is out of the way. Pavetta still needs to be played. Ooh, Voimir. Alright. Ouch. So Aeronite at 4 right now. How about Little Harper at 8? And give a boost because we can. Let's just double check what they have. So they still have Amphibious Assault. They also have Renew, meaning they can do this 2 times. So we have to be careful. Bleeding them around 2 might not be enough. Instagram doesn't work. I know, they're still trying to get it up. I don't know why it's taking so long. It's taking really long. I can just pause here and they're in big trouble, essentially. Question is, do I pass or not? Do I have the tempo to get ahead? I'll give it a pass, just because I don't feel like we have anything to play. I miss you on Instagram. I miss having an Instagram, even though I wasn't that active. To me, Instagram is like Facebook for adults. It's a way to keep up to date with all your friends. Cats are awesome. Fluffy purbles. Yes. So if they... Oh, they don't have all their stuff. Great. Okay, let's see. Gonna have to go with Magic Compass. And play 1. We'll play Burna Bran. Nice. I think we win this one. Why don't you create a new account? Because I'm getting back my old accounts. I just don't know why it's taking so long. Princess Pavetta. Okay.
I suppose, and the end.
So Erudite's gonna help a lot. Amphibious Assault. Okay, we'll play Magic Compass now. Get Fukushia, Range Row, and 8-point Hoffer. Have I ever practiced gymnastics? When I was in primary school, I did a bit. You don't use Facebook at all now? I have Facebook, but just so I can get onto university groups. They happen to have them on Facebook for some reason. So we're gonna kill that real quick. Okay, nice. I need to make Erendite bigger, so I should probably click Reckless Flurry.
Death to the enemy!
Oof. That hurts. Hmm.
Give us all you got!
That hurts a lot, because it's gonna take the rain damage away as well. I only use Facebook for groups for arrangements. Exactly, same here.
Your magic can't harm me. No magic can.
It's gonna be real close. But I know they've already spent basically all of their good cards. So I should be in an alright position.
Should never have taken this contract.
Yeah. That was basically their win con, and the fact that they couldn't get it out in a short round is what got me this game. Pretty much just having round control of my streaming and all of that. Like, companies look at all social media platforms, even ones I don't necessarily like, when they determine what they want to offer for a product. So it's quite interesting how that works. So just having something like TikTok plays a role, you know what I'm saying? But if you're simply using it as a social medium and you don't find value in it, then getting rid of it isn't necessarily a bad thing, in my opinion. I know a lot of people, they just love deleting certain things they don't use, or they use too much. But yeah, for me, just having it is good. Concentrate, yeah. Have you tried DAL-E Mini? No, I haven't. Twitch is kind of social media. I mean, literally. It's literally social media. But it's more like YouTube in that manner. Depends what you're using it for. He is back, mods. What is this?
Hello, can you finish executing setup, dude?
Did he delete Gwent? That's so Rashid.
How have I sinned by not playing Gwent?
He deleted Gwent.
Hello?
I don't get why people delete it though. Like, I'll delete something if I know I'm not playing it for the next year. But other than that, it's like, it's so much effort to reinstall something. I'm glad Rashid's back. Good. Hello, Bixie. Does it feel weird that advertisers probe your socials to then offer you money based on what they deem you worth to them? No. I feel it's weird that they offer me money in the first place. Like, every time they do that, I'm like, haha, you know I'm just a normal person, right? Ha ha ha. You're paying me money for a thing I get for free? Ha 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 ha. It's like, I feel like it feels bizarre. They're like, she has this many numbers, we're gonna offer her this much money. It's like, I'm just a normal person. My social media numbers just have a little number next to them. It doesn't mean anything to me, but to them it's like, well, now we'll give you money. It's so weird. Honestly. I don't know if I'll ever get used to it. Like, the first time somebody wanted to give me a sponsorship, it felt so wrong. It felt like I was cheating them because, like, you know I like to play games, right? And now you want to give me money to play a game? Like, I already like doing that, so what's wrong with you? That's basically how I felt about the whole thing. 8 points, that's what I'm talking about. So yeah, it doesn't feel weird for me. But it does at the same time in a different manner. Hey Chrissy, I almost have enough channel points to translate what insult you said. People think bigger number means better person. Yes, but I'm still the same person I was 3 years ago. And now all of a sudden people are treating me differently. Or companies are treating me differently. And it's like I'm literally the same person. With more numbers. Because over time you get more numbers. I haven't done anything miraculously for that to happen. Did you play Witcher games? Yes. Witcher 3. I'm pretty sure they wouldn't give you money if you didn't make them at least twice as much. True. True. Got him. I would do it for free. Literally. Okay, winning on even is not bad. So let's at least make it worth our while. Play Junode. Hey short friend, how are you doing? So you didn't become a better person? I mean, I was morally... I'm not a bad person morally. I'm still the same person when it comes to my being. I mean, I have grown as a caster and I now have another degree, but I mean that doesn't have any effect on the product I'm sponsoring, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not 12 years old, I'm 24. When I was 21, I was still the same person I am now. I just didn't have a Twitch channel with 21,000 followers. I had a Twitch channel with 6,000 followers, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. What is the strongest faction in this meta? I don't know. I don't know. People are playing various different lists. If you're looking at some of the lists, we see Syndicate. Syndicate's pretty strong. Square Tile is strong. Skellige is strong. And Nilfgaard is strong. Monsters is probably the weakest. At least that's what I get from looking at the top 16 qualifiers. I'm afraid. I don't know what Dimune Pirate's gonna move. I can't remember. That's fine. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. You have to think they're paying for your personality. I'm being salty. Viper decks are still a thing. I'm sure you enjoy Witcher 2 as well. Three years maturity. I feel like I matured by 21. I know this sounds ridiculous, but I've gone through a lot up until that point, and nothing dramatic has happened since. Like, what? I have more anxiety now. Is that what you want to hear? If anything, that has weakened me. It hasn't made me a better person. It has made me worse.
Noticed
yeah.
my subscription canceled for some reason. Blame Lionheart for stealing all my money, KEKW.
Hey Tiger Zoe, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Blame Lionheart. Okay, got it. Thank you for the heads up. I think we just win, by the way. I appreciate it so much, Tiger Zoe. Thanks a lot. And welcome back. And Chrissy donating 100 bits 22 minutes ago. Sorry, I reread that. Rosie donating 10 bits. Thank you, Rosie. I'll be sure to pass on the message. Yes, Basticide. I trust you will. Look back at 18-year-old Tia. Yeah, but 18-year-old Tia was not the same as 21-year-old Tia. It took 3 years of university for me to have reached my peak in maturity, is what I want to say. Because after that, I have gone through the most difficult parts of life. I've gone through it. Like, the only way I could possibly mature more is by marrying and having a child. Other than that, not much. Like, you name it, I've experienced it by now. I'm the same person I was when I was 24, but with more things next to my name. I'm still writing, I'm still streaming, I'm still doing exactly what I was doing every day, but now I have the results to show for it. That's about it. Yeah, this is not going the way they anticipated it would. Being stranded on Mars for 8 months? Yeah, I mean, what age was I when COVID happened? COVID didn't change me. I was just streaming all the time. You haven't peaked yet. I guess so. I guess I haven't peaked. When does one peak? When they die? I probably just pass. 29? Gotcha. Okay. Where should I search for meta decks? I got ya. Here you go. You have enough points now. Translate. Rosie wanted a insult. Do you want me to translate your insult? Did I give you... Wait, let's see. Rosie asked for an insult. Okay. I insulted Rosie and Chrissy. My insult was, I hope you're very cold, as cold as I am right now, and that you do not have access to a warm, cozy blanket. That was my insult. Does that satisfy you? Please help. I'd like to play some more Gwent, but I don't know which deck. Any recommendations? Go on to that, and go on to the square tile one. The green one. That or the monsters one. Those two I'd recommend. If you're a new player, or if you're an experienced player. If you're experienced, I would personally go for the green one, but both of those are reliable decks. They're not fancy, there's nothing weird going on. They just do what they're supposed to do, and they do it well. My blankets be warm? Well, I hope they're not warm. If I have to suffer, so do you. What's worse, the jet lag or switching from summer to winter? I didn't think it would be the case Bassaside, but the shock when I came here because it's winter was a lot. I don't know why, it triggered like PTSD from the times I had to study for exams in the cold. It feels like I time traveled in my head. So it feels like a 6-month difference instead of a 6-hour difference. Because my head is telling me, well, it's not supposed to be so cold, yeah, what's going on here? Basically, that's what's going on right now. The 6 hours is fine. Honestly, I take some melatonin at night. It knocks me right out. I read it's not a big deal to drink melatonin. And you can buy it over the counter in America, so I take it home. So I get like purple melatonin gummies and I take one and I go to bed. I'm currently in South Africa. We literally had a week of 26-degree weather into flood rains within a day. Weird. Very weird. Probably have to thin real quick. Final 2 cards. Gonna get rid of you and you. Okay. Did you not see that? Flood rains. Flood rains, flood rains, flood rains. Not in Cape Town. I did see the fires. That I did see. I'm allergic to melatonin? No. Really? Melatonin is produced naturally though, so you already have melatonin inside of your brain.
Best drown yourself with those damn nets.
Like, it's a natural hormone that your body releases when you're supposed to go to bed. Would you ever be comfortable participating in a Mr. Beast challenge?
Ready? Or did I kill you again?
You're assuming I haven't. Just saying.
I fish breath.
That's all I'm saying. That is all I'm saying. Not saying a single word. Who is Mr. Beast? Your mother. GG. I don't know what happened then because I got really bad hives the next day. Really?
Ho ho, I sense trouble.
On synthetic melatonin, for sure, Tiger Zoe. I try not to take it. I only do it after I have gone on a flight and I have jet lag mostly. Because it's really difficult to get back into that, you know, normal sleeping pattern. So I try to take it then, and then I stop taking it. My biggest fear is like becoming reliant on a medication, so I'm very careful with regards to that. Let's just see. We've got Bernabran, Darren, we want to get rid of Morkvarg. Melatonin dependency is a thing. Oh, I know. You also don't want to give it to your children, really. That's also not a great idea. How about we start off with Darren? Get rid of Morkvarg. I have to take it every night or I don't sleep. It is an addiction. Wow. Have you ever tried going off it? Hey, QST. But I think you can still develop a habit. Yeah, for sure. Video quality dropped. Not on my end. My video quality is zero dropped frames, actually. Might be that you're having some connection issues on your end. Summon all copies of this unit from your graveyard to this row. If you hold an alchemy card. So that... Yeah, not great. Let's go with Carl.
That might even be amusing.
Let's not get in the way of the axe.
Yeah, it's definitely not my end. Luckily, I can say that. She has autism, so it's neither synthetic melatonin or no sleep for days for all of us. My 9-year-old daughter has taken it for years and will unfortunately be on it for life. Okay, okay. Well, if it's working, right? I'm glad to hear it's doing the trick at least. I always had sleeping issues, so I was always on sleeping medicine, and when I became an adult, it was marijuana. I know of a lot of people actually use marijuana to help them go to bed. That is actually quite a thing. Again, I still don't get the reason for Dimune Pirate. I feel like removing it. Don't know why it's in the deck. Hey Exile, how are you doing? Hey May Scald.
Don't you pester me.
No. 8 for 5, but risky thin. Yeah, that wasn't great. Fantastic with a TIA stream. Well, I'm happy to hear that. Cantarella.
No one can hide.
Oh look, they're helping me thin. How nice of them.
A beautiful pair of legs, please.
Have I ever been to Central Asia or Russia? Never been to Russia. I have been to Asia. So I've been to Thailand
Everyone.
and I've been to Bali.
Everyone. I fish breath? How dare you, foul swine?
Was playing Northern Realms at rank 2 yesterday. 3 times my Roughhearts got yanked by Nilfgaard in round 1. And 3 times I bricked it around 2. Got to love Culvate.
Quite the meaningful task.
Hmm.
You never know which contract's gonna kill you.
Okay, let's see. We're gonna get more desperate to win the round. I might go for Burna Brown and shuffle away the 8. But it's not necessary. Okay, so we're just gonna bleed them in the next round. Air Knight looking chunky. What time is it for you? Right now it is 9:40 at night. So in 20 minutes it will be 10 o'clock. Oh damn. Yeah, it's a complete 6-hour difference from North Carolina. We want to thin, that's for sure. Nice. Nice. Not a bad hand. You failed to see the point of Dimune Pirate. I totally agree with you. This is a competitive list. And whoever I copied it from has Dimune Pirate in the list. So don't ask me why, but it is in the list. I guess if you play Maxi, there's a chance you could play it. I don't know.
We shall do it, mate.
It makes no sense. I was hoping to figure it out along the way, but I didn't. It's late. Yeah, it's alright. I like streaming before I go to bed. It's the same in Germany. Yeah, so it's similar to Europe right now. Can I post a link to a YouTube vid? Yeah, go for it. It's 1:36 p.m. Whoa. Okay, so we can't allow that to survive forever. Let's just play Maxi real quick. I could steal it at 6. Nice. So, hand looks pretty good. Enjoy your weekend. And you know I will. I gotta head out. Everyone have a great rest of the stream. Off to a 4-day weekend. Rule with an iron fist. Cheers, Rosie. Enjoy your 4-day weekend. That sounds like a lot of fun. Have a nice relaxing 4 days. And thanks for dropping by, as well as the 10 bits. Appreciate that. Malay Disna, hello. Okay, now watching during chats. Amazing. Hell yeah, Mage Torture gets an extra point. You love to see it. Now, if you really want to make them uncomfortable, how about we attempt to get rid of Brothans? Ooh, close. Ooh, really close. One more. Hell yes. That's what I'm talking about.
Not too shabby.
Not shabby at all. Thank you. Have we played Erendite yet? No. So if we play it now, that will be great for us. We can even try to 2-0 them so they don't have their leader ability.
Gotcha, Poppy.
Ooh, they're going for the leader ability. So probably Heatwave? I'd say that's a great bleed. Okay, I could pass. I don't feel like passing though, so I'm gonna go with Erendite. Again, I can really just... I can go with Heatwave after this and see how far we want to take it. Ooh, Burnout Brand would have been great. Unless it's a bit risky. Whoop, whoop, whoop. GG.